Hey, welcome to day number 3 on the trainings. So today we're going to be actually learning a little bit about that 30s list that we had talked about. One of the things that we do is we reach out and we talk to people. And so we're going to make it super simple, and we're not going to be asking people bluntly if they want to try something. We're going to be asking for referrals instead. If they're interested, they will tell you that it's them that's interested instead of giving you a referral for another friend. And so referrals are a much easier way to contact people than bluntly asking, because you don't have to, you kind of clear out that awkwardness of sending a message and saying like, hey, do you want to try this? You could say, hey, do you know anyone who wants to try it? It sounds a little better, right? So with that list, if you have your, we have chosen 10 people each day. So first day we chose 10 people, second day we chose 10 people, and then the third day you want to kind of start thinking about that last 10 people that you think in your life, if you were selling dirt, they would buy it, or if you were getting married, who would you invite? So it's 30 people in total. They can be coworkers, they can be bosses, they can be relatives like your aunt, your uncle, your mom, your dad, your cousin, your brother, your sister, long distant relatives. Totally up to you who you want to put on that list and who you want to contact. But this is going to be a lot of fun. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to reach out to those warm market. That's considered all the people who are close to you, those people that you talk to in your everyday life. And we want to target this market first, because you never know who's surrounding you who could use the extra help with either losing weight or growing their hair out, or help with stress and anxiety. And truly, we can't judge anybody, and we don't know who is really suffering or looking for something different in their life around us, because a lot of us aren't vocal and we don't share those things all the time, right? So we're going to send a message to all of these people. As soon as you get your 30s list done, we're going to send a really simple message, and it's just going to say something like, hey, I just started this new business from my phone. I'm looking to help a couple of people either grow their hair out, lose weight, or detox. Do you know anybody who would be interested? And I'm going to send you a script below that you can message this person so you know exactly what you're talking about. And here's where it's going to be fun. You're going to be working with your leader, okay? If your leader is working this business, you're going to be working with them, and you're going to send these messages out to every single person on your 30s list. You're going to send this message out, and then when they respond to you, all you're gonna do is you're gonna take a screenshot and you're gonna send it to your enroller. Your enroller is going to give you that message to get back from them. Or that enroller is going to send you a message to send back to them, okay? And you're just going to keep going back and forth, back and forth. This is how you can learn hands-on. This is how you can learn how to word things to people. This is how you can learn consistency with messaging people and getting messages back. And so you can start out, sending messages to these 30 people, and then whenever they send you a message, just make sure you take a screenshot, you send it to your enroller. If your enroller is not active or they're not able to work the business anymore, just make sure you reach out to another upline, like your next upline, or if you can, just reach out to me, and I will help you with that. Or you can put a post in Team Diamond Hustler and just say, I just need extra help with sending messages. But your enroller 9 times out of 10 is there for you, and so you want to make sure you take advantage of that. You're not bothering them, you're not hurting their feelings. They actually want you to message them. They actually want you to ask them questions, because the more questions that you ask and the more screenshots you share with them, it lets them know that you're actively working this business. So that means that they can actively help you more, and they can't help you if they don't know that you're wanting to work this business or not, or if you're actually working it or not, right? So it is our goal and our duty as a new distributor to actively include our upline and ask them questions so that we know, because we're not going to know, you know, what is going to, you know, what we need to do unless we ask, right? And no question's a dumb question. We've all gone through the same exact thing. We've all gone through the training process. We've all gone through the messaging process. And so you're not a bother, and you can totally message your upline, okay? So the next thing is, once you finish that 30s list, a lot of the people will either say no, or they'll say maybe, or maybe you have a really strong 30s list and they will all sign up with you. I don't know what's going to happen, but for me personally, no one signed up with me on my list. I couldn't even come up with 30 people because I wasn't that popular. We live in a very, very small town. And so my warm market was like maybe 5 people, 6 people. And so when I started messaging people, most of them asked me if I was hacked. Most of them didn't really respond to me, or they told me that they didn't have the money for it, or whatever they had said, they said, and none of them had bought for me. And most of them haven't bought for me till this day. But we work in network marketing. So that is the title, our job title, which means we need to grow that network, okay? And here's the cool thing. When we're growing that network, we are actually expanding our horizons for this business and making it so that we get more potentials onto our list. And the more people that you get on your potentials list, the more people that you can follow up with, and the more people are going to sign with you, and the more people you're going to get started and make money from, okay? And so when it comes to your next step of creating your next move with growing your potentials list, we do this thing called host to post. It is a tool that we use in the business, and I honestly wish that it was available when I first started working the business, I wish I'd known about it when I first started working the business, because I never knew about it. But it's a very, very quick way to expand your potentials list. It's a good way to expand your Facebook page with people who are actually interested, and it's pretty much just asking for referrals. So it's called host to post, and what that means is someone hosts a post on their wall for you, and this post isn't going to be anything spammy. It's going to be something that is just asking a question, blunt and to the point, without giving away that someone is like wanting to help you, you know what I mean? So then what happens is you're gonna message your friends, anybody who, you can message this to your 30s list if you want to, but I would start with that first message, and then the rest of your friends, you're gonna send a message. It's gonna be so simple. We get this host to post this host to post giveaway going, and we do this in the team pages. It's either going to be in a group page called Diamond Divas, which you can ask your enroller about, or it's going to be in Team Diamond Hustler. And we're going to have these giveaways, and we do this as a team every single month, where everybody puts into the pot, and then we give away a lump sum, and we give back a lump sum, okay? Every single month it gets pretty high because we all put into it, and we either put $5 to $10 into it, which $5 to $10 is really not that big of a deal when it comes down to it. So you put $5 to $10 into the pot, and then you go ahead and you do a giveaway. You can do giveaways for yourself for like gift cards. You can do giveaways for like product. If you have a special talent, like you like to knit, or you like to crochet, or you like to do like arts and crafts, or maybe you can make like beautiful, stained pictures or whatever, you can do drawings for those. And you can send them a message, and usually we just do the generic cash giveaways, okay? These are huge. You most likely have seen these on your enrollers page. And the cash giveaways, we all have put in the pot together, and we're offering something in exchange for people to post for us. And so that's what a host to post really is offering, some type of giveaway in exchange, and it's a draw for someone to post for you. And so you're going to say a message, and it's going to be really simple, and I'm going to post these below for you, so don't worry about writing things down. You don't have to write things down like crazy in this video, because it's all going to be for you in the comments, okay? So the first message you're going to send to your friends is you're going to go to your friends list and you're going to start messaging, and you're going to say, hey, I'm doing a cash giveaway this month for my new business. I'm giving away, fill in the blanks. I'm giving away, so if it's a cash giveaway, I'm giving away $500 cash. Do you want a free entry? When they say yes, that's when you're going to write back to them and say, okay, great. All I'm going to do is send you a post to upload to your wall. And as soon as you do, you let me know and you're in the drawing. Sound good? And when they say yes, that's when you're going to send them, okay, great. Here's the post. Make sure you upload it to your wall. Let me know as soon as you're done and I'll go ahead and add you to the draw. And then you send them the post. I'm going to put some posts down below for you so that you can kind of post them on your own. Send them the same exact post. That's totally fine. And if you go to Team Diamond Hustler and you go into the album section, one album section is labeled specifically host a post, and you're going to notice there's so many host a posts that you can have your friends post when you're doing this. So you're going to offer it to them by asking them, do you want in the draw? They're going to say yes. You're going to say, okay, great, I'm going to send you a post to put up on your wall. Let me know when you're finished and you're in the drawing. And then when they say yes, you send them the post, they post it, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go to their post, you're going to like it, and then you're going to go ahead and click the three little dots above. And I can show you one that someone has done for me so that you guys can see. So if we look at this right here, this is a post that someone has done for me. I'm going to just cover up the name right here. So if you see, there's three little dots right there at the end of my finger. You're going to click on that. And it's going to have a drop down menu kind of, and you're just going to click save post. This says unsaved post right now, but you can click, I'm going to click it again for you, and I'm going to click save post, and then it's going to come up like this. Okay, you're going to create an album, and you can create it as whatever you want, but I like to do it as the month that I am doing host a post. So I put it as January. I had December's, I had November saved, and you just want to make sure you label it for the month that it's in, because at that point you can go anytime. You can go anytime to your saved post and you can go and click on it, and there's all your posts for you, okay? So this is super important that you learn how to do this, because there's all your posts for you. So if you click on one and then you scroll down, there's people who are gonna comment on there, and you go ahead and you click on their name and you're gonna start messaging them. What you're gonna message these people. So say someone gets on there and they comment on there, I'm interested. This is where you're going to go click on their name, you're gonna add them on Facebook. Once you add them on Facebook, you're gonna send them a simple message regarding the post, and you're gonna say, hey, thanks for the love on my friend's post. Is that something you're interested in? And when they say yes, that's when you're gonna start talking to them about it. And your enroller will help you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what you're gonna say to this person. Don't worry about anything. All you're going to do is you're gonna screenshot it and send it to them. And if you have people who are commenting and liking on your host a post that your friends have done for you, and you're not sure what to say to them at first and you can't remember, that's totally fine. You can either rewatch this video, or you can go ahead and screenshot it and send it to your enroller. Let them know that people are commenting and liking on your host post, you don't know what to say, and they will take care of you. They'll make sure that you get the messages that you need to send them and what you need to do next. Okay, so you're gonna add them, you're gonna message them, and then you're gonna go to the comment section, and you see this person where they said something on here. I'm just gonna click reply. It's gonna tag that person's name down below, and I'm gonna write to them, hey David, I just saw your comment on my post, or my friend's post, or sorry, that was wrong. You could put down below where it says reply, it's gonna tag his name, and you're gonna write, hey, I just sent you a message, please let me know if you got it, okay? The reason why we do this is because Facebook is making it so that when you message someone that you're not friends with and they don't add you right back right off the bat, what's going to happen is they're not going to see your message because it goes in their archive messages. So in order to get their attention, you must comment down below and tag them and say, hey, I sent you a message, just let me know if you got it. Okay, so simple. Chances are they're gonna go and they're gonna look at their messages, they're gonna write you back and say they're excited to know more about it, and then you can start talking to them about the product, and boom, you have a new potential loyal customer and you have a new friend on your Facebook that you can start talking to. Okay, so growing your network through host to post is really cool. You get a lot of potentials on there. It's a huge tool that we use in the business for referrals, because you know, people post for you and then their friends trust them with the referral, and so they're more likely to talk to you than anybody else. Okay, so host to post, it's super simple. You get people to post for you by offering them a giveaway, and when they say yes, then you go ahead, have them post, and then when their friends comment and like on it, you message their friends and add them and start talking to them. It's so fun. It's a fun way to get to know people, and it's a fun way to get to know people that are actually kind of involved in your circle of friends that are on your Facebook already. Okay, so I'm gonna post those scripts below for you. So I would start today with messaging your 30s list and kind of keeping in mind that host post is coming, and it's okay if you're not ready to start it today, but know that, you know, once we finish your 30s list and we get that going, we need to start thinking about our cold market. We need to start thinking about expanding our market out into Facebook, because there's 1 billion people on Facebook. And so if you're worried because your 30s list is so small, or maybe your 30s list all says no like mine did, just know that host to post is one of the ways that we do expand our horizons, and it's a lot easier to get loyal customers and distributors through that, through, like, you know, getting people to post for you and growing your network and things like that, rather than, you know, talking to the people that are in your life right now. All right, and don't be worried if like your warm market says no, or they say any hateful things, because this happens. This is natural. I know I had a family member that looked right at me, you know, when I started this business and said, so when are you gonna go get a real job? And at first I was offended because you know, I had a poor mindset back then, but the more that I grew into this business and the more I learned and I gave myself time to learn it, the more that person kind of started looking at me more as an inspiration rather than looking down on me. And now that person's a loyal customer of mine and has started as a distributor with me before. And so, you know, it just goes to show you that the more time goes on, the more your family and your friends are going to start accepting it, especially if it's like your husband or your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister. They're going to accept what is going on eventually. It just takes them time to adjust to what you're doing and for you to prove to them that it is a real thing. Okay, so don't get discouraged if they all say no, or if they say, you know, not right now, or they ask you why you're involved in something like that. They just aren't understanding of what this actually is and what this business can actually do for someone. So with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go and go ahead and start sending those messages to them. Make sure to send your upline your screenshots, and we'll see you on day 4.